Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all things Arsenal, but before we do that I just want to apologise for not bringing a video out for about a week now. I ended up being sick. I said I was sick in the last video, but I ended up getting really sick for about a week and a half, and then I had some shifts at work, so I haven't been able to get some videos out until now. But this is my earliest opportunity, so appreciate you guys waiting. I've been out for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and obviously now there's like 4 games to catch you guys up on. We're going to run through the first three. Try and keep it condensed. I don't want to do a massively long video talking about 4 different games. But yeah, apologize for being late. Obviously I got sick, and stuff happens. But I'm over it now, and we're gonna get back to creating videos more regularly. So I appreciate you guys for waiting. First game I'm just going to quickly run through is obviously the comfortable, dominant 2-0 win at home against Brentford. Mourinho scoring again, which is great. Saka scoring as well. Brilliant. I don't think they had a shot on target that whole game, which is awesome. That's pretty much the last comfortable league game we've had, which is not very great, considering we're trying to stay at the top of the league and we're trying to keep up momentum. But yeah, no, dominant win for that game, which was really awesome. Comfortable again, like I said, and it's nice to see Mourinho scoring again, which is cool. I think he's our top scorer at the moment, which is crazy. And then obviously the really, really unfortunate 2-1 loss against Villa. Multiple things wrong about this game. This is the first game that we kind of really, really struggled with. Should have been a draw. 2 losses now in the league, and you could say that both of them should have been draws. Liverpool lost again. Szoboszlai did a world-class free kick. Hasn't really done much else since then in the whole season. And yeah, that should have been a 0-0 draw. And then this one should have been a 1-1 draw if we're being really brutal about it. I think they scored in the 96th minute or something, which is really stupid. Yeah, kind of stupid this game. I would have gone to the Globe to watch it actually, but I was sick at the time, which is unfortunate. The one early kickoff we get all season long, and I'm sick for it, so a bit spewed about that. But still, yeah, as far as the game's concerned, I mean, what can I say? People started talking about Villa being in the title race now. You beat Arsenal, suddenly you're in the title race. It's kind of weird. With everybody's cup final, everybody plays differently with Arsenal than anyone else. We had a really tough game against Palace, and then they go and roll over from Man City, which is weird. But it is what it is. With everybody's cup final. Yeah, it's just disappointing, but I'm not going to talk too much about that game. I would have done it at the time, but this one, I've already forgotten about it. It is what it is. Unai Emery, enjoy your win. Good luck trying to get the top 4, because it's going to be really tough this year. We move on. And then obviously we've got the amazing game against Bruges in the Champions League. Obviously, Madueke getting the plaudits, rightfully so. It's 2 really, really good goals. He's doing really well in the Champions League right now. He's doing really well for us in general, really. This is the first season where we can be really quite comfortable with not playing Saka, rotating a little bit, and it's paying dividends. I think Saka's going to go on a really good run now, hopefully. I think that injury that he had is over with now. And Trossard's doing brilliantly as well, scored a couple of goals in this period, which is cool. Bringing on a 16-year-old Salmon guy, that kid looks awesome. I think he's probably going to go on loan next season. Yeah, I mean, we're doing really well. We're debuting 16, 15-year-olds in the Champions League. It's crazy. Top of the table over there comfortably. And it looks like, I mean, we've got a couple of games left. Inter Milan, I think, and the other one, I can't remember, that Kairos team or whatever it is. You'd like to think we finish top. If we do, then, hopefully get an easier first knockout stage game. Yeah, but really, really good goal, really good game. Shall I say? Comfortable again. The Champions League is super easy this year for some reason. But yeah, I'm not complaining about it. It's good to have some kind of. We've kept our form in the Champions League. But we're kind of slipping up a little bit in the league. But we're in a bit of a defensive injury crisis right now. The fact that we've played Norgard as centre back in this game tells you everything you need to know. I think it was like 8 or 9 different different backline combinations that we've used this season so far. Yeah, beginning of the season it was all attackers. Kai Havertz went out. Saka was out for a little while. Odegaard's been out a little while. Madueke was out for a little while. And Jesus, obviously, he's only just come back and had an instant impact, which is great. But Yeah, now it's the defence. Gabriel's been out for a while, Saliba's been out for a little while, Hincabe was injured for a little while, Mosquera's out for a little while as well. We're devastated in injuries right now. I think it's like 17 different injuries this season, which is crazy. Why us? Man City, I think they've had one injury all season, and that was last week. Um, Mate, we need to sort out our fitness levels. I think it's maybe the training, maybe, but yeah, I'm devastated by injuries right now. It's starting to cost us a little bit. But the main game I want to talk to you guys really in this video is the Wolves game. 2-1 against Wolves at home, which is great. Good result, shall I say. Great result, but the game was absolutely atrocious. All the goals were scored by Wolves players, 2 own goals. I think Saka was unlucky not to get, I think he got one assist, we should have got two. I think Jesus at the end was unlucky not to get the goal for the second goal. I mentioned Jesus earlier, came on against Bruges, did alright, to be honest with you, looks fired up, looks ready to go. And then he scores. He pretty much scored the second goal, the winning goal of this game, in the 93rd or 4th minute or whatever it was. But this game was disgustingly bad. Probably the worst game we've had all season, especially at home. Dismal performance. Part of that is Wolves. They're 2 shots on target the entire game. Everyone just plays uber terrorist football against us. All the men in the back line defend all game long. Doesn't and these guys got ripped apart by Man United last weekend. That's only because they played Man United. They didn't come to play football against Arsenal. They came to try and not concede a goal, and it failed miserably. They got a decent goal, to be fair to them, but this was all Arsenal controlled, but complacent as well. The first half was so bad, really bad. I was so angry. It's the first time I've been properly angry at an Arsenal game for a while, and we won it, and it kind of papers over the cracks a little bit. But the second half we picked it up. We created the goals, we made the goals happen. But we should have annihilated this team. Wolves are already in the Championship. They're already relegated. They're on 2 points. Both of those points, I think, were taken from. I think one of those points was taken from the Spurs, which is quite funny. They got battered this weekend as well, which is awesome. But Man City are back now. You can see Man City pretty much winning every single game for the rest of the season now. That's kind of form they're on. Haaland, it's Arsenal versus Haaland. Let's be real. The guy never gets injured. Never takes a day off, scores goals. I mean, Palace have got one of the best defences in the league, and they just thought, you know what, Haaland, take a 12-yard header, have a free header, mate. Just have a goal, mate. You're going to score anyway. It's so easy. I know it's not that easy. I know Haaland's a good striker, but it just looks like teams just go, you know what, just score against us. We don't want Arsenal to win the league. It's just everybody plays the same against us. Everyone plays differently against us. We're everybody's cup final at the moment. Okay, again, we're the top of the league. We're the ones that have to be caught, but still, it's starting to get really attritional now. Everyone's like, oh, it's boring watching Arsenal. Yeah, everyone plays like Uber Stoke. Like if Jose Mourinho managed Stoke back in the day combined, it's just disgustingly dead football. And we have to break 3 lines of fucking players down to try and get a goal every single game. Plus, not being defensively on it, our attack's a little bit abysmal right now. We're able to sweep aside Bruges, but Bruges is doing really bad in their league, so take that with a pinch of salt. But we have to fix up now. Apparently, this is the first week in the entire season so far that we don't have a midweek game, which is bad. So bad. I know that everyone else has to do it, all the top teams have to do it, and that's probably the same for other teams, and that's fair play, and it's still bad. 2 games every single week, and it's only now mid-December, and we get a full week off for the first time. You have to, these players go through a lot of games anyway. But we've got to dust ourselves off now. We've got a whole week now. We take the 3 points, we run, we won't talk about this game again, and then we go again into the next games. Yeah, which is Everton away. They're going to play disgusting against us. They're very beatable, obviously. They're doing alright of late, but still they are beatable, but they're going to play atrocious football against us. And then we've got Palace at home in the EFL quarterfinals. That's going to be such a hard game. They rolled over for City in the league, but guarantee that's going to be their cup final. That's going to be tough. And then Brighton away. Brighton at home on the 27th. And then we go to a hugely busy Christmas period. We've got Villa at home on the 31st, just like 4 days later. And the 4th of January, we've got Bournemouth away. And then Liverpool at home on the 9th of January. We have to get a result there. Liverpool are beatable. They're doing all right now, but they're having an atrocious season. They're 10 points behind us. We need to make a statement against them. And then Portsmouth away on the 11th. And that's all I talk about right now. So, yeah, like 6 or 7 games in the next month or so, which is crazy. And that's just the league. And then obviously come back for the Champions League on the 21st of January. Kairat is the last Champions League game we've got to play. After we play Man United away, Man United at home, and then we've got Forest away before that. So just an atrocious January, an atrocious the end of December as well. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. I think New Year's Day we're going to have a little bit more clearer idea of where we are. We have to get a result against Everton, even though it's away. And then we have to beat Brighton. Brighton are beatable as well. And then Villa, we absolutely need to get revenge on Villa. Can't have 2 losses against them in the league this year. And then Bournemouth as well, they're a decent team, but again, they're beatable. We have to be winning these games. We've got a week now to kind of dust ourselves off, regroup, hopefully get a couple more players back from injury. I mean, for God's sake, this entire season has just been, we need players back, we need players back, we need players back. We get a player back. We got Saliba back, against Wolves, and Ben White goes off with a hamstring injury. Looks like he's going to be out now for months. Mate, these injuries are starting to piss me off superbly. Everyone's like, they can't blame referees, you can't blame injuries. Well, yes, you can when your entire backline has been injured for pretty much half the season. Kai Havertz, I don't think he's touched the ball this season so far. Jesus has just come back from a year off. We are riddled with injuries, and maybe we start looking at the training regimen and the coaches, because we're getting a disproportionate amount of injuries compared to a Chelsea, compared to a Man City, compared to a Liverpool even. Liverpool say they got an injury crisis, but come on, bro. If you've got Van Dijk and Salah in your team, you're pretty much alright to go. Apart from the beginning of the season, obviously. So at the moment we're still top of the league. We're only 2 points clear though. Man City are gonna go on in a 78 game winning streak now, because that's what Man City do. You don't wish injuries on anyone, but can Haaland take a month off? If he takes a month off, City just plummet. It won't happen though, but it is what it is. We have to win all these games anyway. We have to beat these teams, and we have to get revenge on Liverpool and Villa, and use this week productively and come back stronger. Make a statement win against Everton, and then go and try and beat Palace in the EFL Cup, get to their semis. Because I think the EFL Cup's a very winnable trophy for us this year, and then go from there. But anyway, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I had 4 games to cover, and I kind of wanted to not make it a 30-minute video. But yeah, at the moment, decent. The slip up against Villa could cost us, but the win against Wolves could actually save our season. So it's all about getting to the new year for me right now. Get to the January transfer window, maybe sign a couple more players. And then go from there. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all the games that I mentioned. Do you think we can win the league? Do you think we can get a result against any of the teams that I mentioned that we've still got to play? What do you think about injury crisis? And do you think City can overtake us? I think it's inevitable, but at the same time, I think if we can win against Everton and win our games, then I think City can and will slip up. They are defensively fragile. It's just they're scoring more at the moment. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will be back next week for the Everton game. Stay tuned for that. And have a good week, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.